and
Yeah, I won't keep you guys too long. Firstly, I'd like to thank everybody for turning up today. I think the support to Joe and Mary-Elise for you guys building this home is no short than awesome. Anyway, and where would you want to build a house other than the green capital of Sydney, right? Blue Mountains. Am I right by saying that, guys? Am I right? Give it to the guys in the big snow. Yeah! Right. They tell me the air is fresher here, so I might just stay a while, actually. Look, when I was first exposed to this project by LGE Solar, I was taken aback. I said, only panels? And I said, you know what? I have to speak to Mary-Elise. And I did for about half an hour. And I said, you know what? This deserves more than panels. This deserves the total system. That's right, guys. So LG Chem came on board with a battery. SMA came on board with the inverter. And I came on board with the charger and all that. So we're happy to help out. The TIGO Optimisers. The panels are actually monitored during the day. So even if there was a bird flying over those panels, you would see the shade on them if they were being monitored. And also not forgetting solar juice. My time on this project was enormous and they were happy for me to do it. That was great. Now I just want you guys to take a second just to imagine the revenue of all those companies that I just put together. Over $100 billion Australian last year. That's right, guys. Sustainability. It's big business. And it's also good for the environment. Oh, also, by the way, I kept on bugging them, middle of the night calls, we have to do this, we have to do this. And then they said, yeah, all right, Harry, the usual stuff, we'll give in. Now, I just want to bring to your attention this home, right? Now, first of all, it represents the past, the present, and also the future. So if we think about the past for a second there, I reckon some of the biggest users in Australia would be homes today, energy users. So what does this house do today in the present? Well, it allows people, as Joe said, to minimise their impact on energy usage. And that's all what we want, right? We want to achieve that. That's excellent. Well, what about the future? Well, that system over there outside has a little computer. It's called the Home Manager 2.0. And that will be soon upgraded to control some of all your appliances within this house. And so that you can take benefit of when energy is at its peak, when it's at its off-peak rate, and ensure that your bill and also your usage comes down. So secondly, I'd like to reiterate that also the fact is, I believe Joe was looking at EV charger outside, is that right? Yep, so that in itself as well, you'll be able to dedicate some of that solar power to that EV charger as well. So you won't even need to actually dedicate it in the home, you can actually dedicate it straight out there as well. So thirdly as well, is that those panels out there, let's just say that the system wasn't working, one of those panels wasn't working. TIGO will be able to email Joe or the installer and say, hey, I need some help here. Because obviously this is like a display home, right? And lastly, I just want to say, all this will be online, being monitored. Home, the energy usage, the storage, and everything else. And guys, again, I was asked many a times, Harry, why do you do this? Well, look, I've been working in the sustainable industry now for over 10 years. 10 years. It's given me a lot. And the best way that I could think about in giving back to the industry that's giving me so much, and also Solar Juice, is to say thank you for the journey, and we also look forward to going on that ride with you guys. Thank you again, guys. Appreciate you guys coming on board.
So just putting this whole house together, we've worked some fantastic local trades and local companies, and again, it's fantastic to work in the Blue Mountains because of the community that's